Hey, it's currently 10:01 p.m. It's at Monday, October the 10th, and I just, lost my virginity card on Dungeons and Dragons. Let's talk about that. Also, yeah, I just got out of the shower, that's why my hair looks like this. We're gonna deal with it, okay? Thanks. So, this was something that I kind of anticipated but never really committed to. Or at least I never thought that I would actually enjoy it. um, but since I started with my character, it was it became more and more appealing. Um, so I have my character sheet over here in my bag actually. Right here. Let's see if you guys can read any of this. Uh, so I'm pretty sure some of you might not be able to read this. My character's name is Xiao Long, and here's the stats. If I don't know how to orient, there we go. They're not that great. Here's the skills and the equipment as well. God, this is so disorienting. Here's the what is this? Features and traits. If you want to take a brief look. If you want me to, you know what? I'll type this down and see if I can have an overlay at the top or something. But just to give you the cliff notes, because that is pretty difficult to read, and my camera doesn't like to focus when I want it to. My character is a halfling. He's a rogue criminal spy, which already, if you've played DND or you know anything about it, you know that's like the edgiest build that you can make. And I'm going for full dexterity. Kind of similar to whenever I play Soulsborne games like Bloodborne and Elden Ring. Well, maybe not so much. More Elden Ring than Bloodborne, because Bloodborne I went for Blood Tinge for my actual main build, and Elden Ring I went for Dexterity. But that's a whole other tangent. Uh, so yeah, I'm basically trying to be fast. Fast, quick, and quiet. Two synonyms, one different adjective. Fantastic. And then, so I'm a halfling rogue. One of my friends is a half elf. I think it's a druid that she's playing as. Another one is a human sorcerer. And the other man, oh, fuck. He's a monk, but I forgot his race for his character. I'm gonna have to look back into that tomorrow, maybe. But I kind of, sometime after I was doing my character sheet, I went full in and I decided to make, at the moment, a 6-page Word document on Google Docs, just going on the backstory, because I'm actually like really into like creating a story for my character. Oh man, like already I feel like more of a nerd than I normally am. Than I already am. I mean, fucking look at me. Yeah, it was really cool because you can really take the stats and the role into consideration, or like really go into detail with the stuff, which I thought I would only do with the art that I make, or any art that I have yet to make. But I found it really exciting, and God bless my friends, they also they're like, wow, you made so many words in there's so much work on something like this. And the game itself. Well, we're officially starting next week. Just for the sake of flexibility. But we did have a practice game earlier today. A couple hours before my last class. And it was a lot of fun, I'll tell you that. So we did a practice game where it was, we were on a mission. We haven't officially met in game, but the group ourselves, we've met our entire so far for the almost the entirety of our college time. And it was, we're on this trip, we're on a journey to find this baby for a nobleman, I believe. And it was down a path that we came across this group. I forgot the creature's names. Maybe I'll put it up somewhere up here. Maybe. So it was a group of 4. We, like, our characters didn't know what it was, so we went to investigate. And it turned out to be the group had the baby that we needed. So the sorcerer of the group decided to cast an illusion. He summoned he made a bear for the group to pay attention to. I was about God, orientation is gonna be such a nightmare. Okay, the group was on this side. We had a path down here, and then the other enemy group was around like this side, with the campfire right here in the middle, and the baby was here down below. So the sorcerer was up here. Also visualize a line towards the middle here. So this was like the safe area, and this is the actual area where if we get caught or the enemy knows us, then we're about to attack. So sorcerer is right here, just by the edge. He casts a spell on this side, and that makes the others look upwards or in this direction. So I my character moved down, attempting to take the baby, I believe. Yes, I was doing stealth. So I rolled, and I rolled a 3. Hold on, let me see here. My initiative is at 5. I think that's what helps. And I think, yeah, but that failed. Our DM, which is also a guy that we've only really started talking to since we've started D&D, even though I've met this guy in the freshman orientation a couple months back, but that's for another time. I will talk about my orientation someday if anyone's interested. But that failed. The reason that the guy gave out was that the sorcerer's illusion scared the baby, so that alerted everyone in my direction, which was harmful to say the least. So I got my bow out because I had a short bow equipped, and you know, about to take my shot. I missed. I don't remember what I rolled, but I know that I missed. So I got hit. I have 9 hit points, and I was seducted 5. So already I was close to death. Also, yes, I realize the chair's been squeaking ever since the inception of these videos. Can we deal with it for the moment until I get like a smoother chair? Please and thank you. I need water. So I got hit. Then came the monk's turn. So he made his way down on this spot where one of the 4 was at, one of the enemies was at. He actually one-shot that thing. Oh yeah. I'm still learning about D&D as well, but when there's the beginning of a combat encounter, there's initiative. So everybody rolls the d20 dice. And shockingly, I got an 18, I think. And then it was me, which was rogue, then monk, druid, I think, and sorcerer. So I went first. I missed. I got hit. Then it was the monk's turn. He actually he actually killed one of them, and God, I'm missing the exact details, but he was pretty brutal about it, which I found hilarious. And then he tried to go for another one around this area as well, right here to be exact, and that actually failed. The hint was that he like hit a rock that was around here, and it actually dealt 1 damage to him. He was at 11. And then the enemy does an attack to him, and I think that did 6, if I'm not mistaken. So he got hit pretty hard. But he was off to a better start than me. Then it was the sorcerer's turn, I believe. Oh no, the druid. The druid went for an attack where she could cast fire and to try to burn one of them, right? She actually hit one of them, and hold on, Tony.exe stopped responding. Okay, she hit one of them, and I think that one was at critical health. He was at like 1 or 4, I don't remember. Then it was the sorcerer's turn, the one who cast the bear. The thing is that one of the enemies grabbed the baby and used it as a sort of human shield. So, and this guy was about to cast a spell that he could like throw this magic projectile and to hit the enemy and cause damage. So the way that was is that I think it was D8 that he had to roll, where the damage type would be determined for 1, and then the actual like success rate would follow after that, or he rolled 2 of them, and yeah. So he rolled thunder. So but he actually missed. So that enemy with the baby was about to run away. Meanwhile, me and the monk are still like around here. Yeah, here. But of course, rotation already spun around, so then it's my turn. So I take out the short bow again. I rolled pretty high, actually, 18. And I did roll a 6, because I have to use D6 for my attack. And that killed the other one that was over here, the one that the monk was trying to hit. My description of it is that I went clean for the eye, which, yes, I did take this very seriously. I tried to. And so that was done. I think it was 2 down, 2 left. So the God, I'm trying to remember. Then it was the monk's turn, I believe. I think. Hold on. Okay, so I think it was that the druid pulled out the dagger and actually killed the other one. I forgot what she rolled, but I know she did kill it. And then I think it was the sorcerer that made the other one run away. No, I remember now. The sorcerer made one of them run away before. I think. That was this one, I can't remember anymore. Yeah. He did a mind trick to make him run away, and then the druid of the group decided to run after him. So they're around here, like at the border of the map. So she rolled to see if she can hit him with the dagger that she had, and that actually killed the enemy that we needed to kill. And then the suspense starts coming in, where we try to see if the baby is alive. So she rolled for that, and it turns out that it did, and we finished. And no bullshit, I've never been this tense, or I haven't been this tense in a long time. Like, everybody was celebrating when we finished. It was so great, I'll tell you that. And just playing through that made me more excited to officially start next week on Tuesday. So that was kind of all that I wanted to, I guess, talk about today, because it hasn't even been that long, let alone like officially starting a campaign, but I'm very excited for what lies ahead. I really am. So some other things, I guess, before I finish for the night. I finished the Shark Attack of 1916. That we already know. But I already also finished this one over the weekend. The Destruction of Pompeii, AD 79. I enjoyed this one a lot. Also, something that's important to note, I guess, if you're somebody that's kind of mature, this is not for people my age. If the camera could focus, please. Yeah, I'm reading elementary school shit, but I don't care, cause even if I think that kind of helps, because it's just nice to read something that's simple yet detailed. I wouldn't call it efficient per se, but that might be the right word for this case. It's just nice to read something that has historical context and is still kind of exciting, along with the fact that it's building it up. The only thing is that these books, as far as I can see, have a sort of formula where they put you smack dab in the middle of the event for the first chapter, and then it makes a time jump in reverse, like it goes back to set it up, which it's a little intrusive, but it does get you a little excited for what happens, at least if you're a new reader to these kinds of books. I'm currently reading the American Revolution of 1776, the main event taking place in New York, so fairly excited for that. And after that, I'll be reading the Battle of Gettysburg from the Civil War in 1863. And it's kind of cool, because, you know, American whatnot, but it is kind of nice to read something that doesn't shy away that much from how terrible these events were, because these were pretty terrible events. The Shark Attack of 1916, it has the news articles that happened around the time that were detailing the attacks on the victims of that time. I think it was 3 victims that were talked about in that one, at least. So it was pretty scary, and I do remember searching up those victims back when I was younger, and I still had the book, or at least the original one that I had. As I've stated before, I don't have the other one anymore. I just have the one that came with the package from last week, but I am still fairly excited to read the rest of these books, and I'm also very happy that I'm not as bored as I thought I was going to be, because like I said in one of the previous videos, if not the previous video, it does feel formulaic sometimes to just do the same exact hobby, but this is such a breath of fresh air for me, so I really appreciate that. But it's already been 20 minutes since I've started recording, so I think I'm gonna call it quits. I'm gonna be checking to see if there's any homework that I can get out of the way, especially because I have to do prototypes for 2 certain projects I need to be doing, both for my design classes. That, or I'll just, I don't know, mess around like I usually do. Yeah, but that's it. I'll see you around. one more thing to note before I finish or before I'm done. I am thinking about recording these sessions that I have with my friends with our D&D campaigns. However, that being said, I'm not gonna promise that I'm gonna upload it here. The reason being that I want the express permission from every single person in that group. Just to play it safe, you know. I always preach about common courtesy, and I want to practice it myself. So, to my friends out there that are gonna be doing the campaigns, and to the DM as well. Great guy, by the way. If you can, reach out to me, either in class or online, just to see if it's okay, or at least if I have your blessing to upload this, because I thought it'd be fun, and who knows, maybe some people will enjoy it too. But yeah, that's it. Take it easy, guys, and if you're watching this at the time that this has been recorded, let alone released, have a good night.